Okay, guys, this is one of the last few Heart Academies for the 2016-2017 school year. Today's 5/24/17, and I'm going to review the information I placed in front of you today for your final review before your final exam for pre-algebra. So this is information from Study Guide 3. So whether you were in class or not, I'm going to do some of the problems from the packet, and I expect every question to be completed, unless you are period 8, who does not have to do certain problems from the Pythagorean theorem page, and they know why, and they also know which ones. So let me just go ahead and get started, because you know each session of recording can only last 15 minutes. So let me go ahead. And you guys need to relax. Yes, it looks long, but most of it is going to go by very quickly. And I keep getting questions about, do I have to do this? Yes, because I'm preparing you for an exam, and people are telling me I have this, this, and this going on. My answer to you is, so do I. And we need to remember our academic responsibilities through everything else that we have going on in life. I got to do the same thing. All right, here we go. Okay, this first half right here, you are not going to use a calculator, so I'm going to demonstrate how to do these, and it's very easy. So with this geometry review, what you need to know is that complementary means 90 degrees. Okay, so 90 degrees means complementary angles means two angles put together will equal 90 degrees. You know this is a right angle. How do we know it's a right angle? Because of that little box right there. It means it's 90 degrees. Complementary means two angles put together that will equal 90 degrees. Okay, so if you know this angle plus this angle should equal 90 degrees, if this angle is already 29 degrees, how much is this angle? I'm sure all this just probably came rushing back to you right now. The best way to do this would be to take 90, subtract what's already given to you, right? And there you go. Okay, so this angle must be 61 degrees. So I would put 61. Don't put the little degree mark if you want to. I'm not worried if you don't. The point here is that I want you to do your part without a calculator, so I need to see your work. Now remember, I'm doing the ones up here. Your homework is to complete the bottom part. Again, I will show you another one by using these. So remember, complementary means two angles put together to give you a right angle. Okay, so complementary means two angles put together to give you 90 degrees. If you already have 65, subtract to find the difference. So I know this angle is 25 degrees, okay? So again, your homework is to do these. You see how quickly that these are going to go. It's hard. Why do we have to do this on paper? Why can't we use a calculator? Because you should know basic skills, that's why. Point blank, so I need to see your work. If I don't see your work, I count it wrong. Moving on. Next page is for supplementary angles. If you remember, supplementary angles are two angles that are put together, that one and that one, to equal 180 degrees. Okay? So if this angle was 63.6 degrees, how much is this angle? I would take my 180 and I would subtract 63.6. Now, notice here, okay? Notice here that I put the decimal over here. If I were you, because you're doing this by hand, not by calculator, you should line it up like this. In fact, I'm going to make it look a little bit clearer for you by creating a blank piece of paper on this side. Watch this. When you do your 180, think money. And this is $63.60. That way, you have a digit and all the place values that need to have a digit inside, okay? And when you line them up like this, your subtraction becomes a lot easier. 0 minus 0 is 0. You will borrow. Carr and I had a great discussion about borrowing today. 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 3 is 3. 7 minus 6 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. My answer here is 113.4. I know lots of us struggle with borrowing when we're doing subtraction, and again, this is another reason why I think I think that we should practice this all the time, and I will have questions like this on the test, and you can't use a calculator. If you struggle with borrowing, please just come see me. You know, I mean, you're going to have to make a sacrifice and do what's best for you. If you're not worried about it and you don't mind getting that particular problem wrong on your final exam, then that's up to you. That's a decision that you're going to have to make. But I promise you, if you spend one lunch time with me, I can show you methods to do basic skills that you're going to be able to remember so that you don't get simple problems like this wrong as much as you used to, at least. Think about, you know, your future, okay? Maybe if you have a class in which you can't use a calculator as much or something. So, let me try another one for you. Look at number 2. Here we go. So this time, I have 119 degrees, so I'm going to take my 180, remember, 0.00, minus 119.4. I'm going to add a 0 for place value purposes. Subtract, I'm going to need to borrow. That's going to become a 10. This will become a 9, which means this is going to become 7. So I can even explain to you why this becomes 9 and why that becomes 7, if you are curious to understand the reasoning why, instead of just knowing the procedure. 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 5 is 0. 7 minus 1 is 6. 1 minus 1 is 0. So this one right here, the angle will be 60.6 degrees. All right, I think you get the idea on that. So remember, bottom half, all yours for homework. Okay. Now for these, we're trying to find the, we're using the angle addition postulate. Okay, so what this means is, first, let's take a look at the angles that it already gives us. FGJ. FGJ is saying it's 103.36. And then we have angle JGH is 41.64, right? So then it's asking us then how much is the whole thing? Okay? How much is the whole thing? So this angle is this angle is that. How much would the whole thing be? How will we do that? Of course, we would add. This angle plus this angle, we put them together, it's going to give us the whole thing. So you must add, yes, without a calculator. So I got my 103.36 with my 41.64. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 4, 5, 4, and 1. So I have 145. This angle is 145 degrees. Okay? Assuming that I'm adding correctly. I did that pretty fast. I think it's correct. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. 10, 3, 4, 5, 4, and 1. Ta-da! Okay, so there you are. Now let's take a look at the next one. Because as you can see, the next one, the angle that's missing is in a different location. Let's take a look at what we do have. This time, we have angle KHJ. Angle KHJ is 22.86. And this time, we have the entire angle is 120 degrees. So how much is this angle? Let me use a different color. How much is this angle? Okay? Do you think we add this time? No, we're not going to add this time. Okay? Because we already have the total amount. So what are we going to do? Just like we did with the 90-degree angle on the previous page, we already have the total amount. And it gives us this. If we subtract the two, we'll know how much this piece is worth. So 120, think of it like money because it's a decimal, minus 22.86. Four, 1, 7, there we go. Okay, and so let's put that answer here. Is that 97? Yep. 97.14. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Same thing happens if the blank is in the middle, right? If the blank is either this one, the first one, or the middle one, and it gives you the entire thing, it's giving us the entire thing in this question. Just like it gave us the entire thing in this one, you subtract. So subtract these two numbers to figure out this. Subtract these two numbers to figure out this. This one, it gave us the top two numbers. So it gave us this one and this one, so I need to add in order to figure out this. So there's a pattern. Let me show you that pattern again. If it gives you the bottom number, it's giving you the entire thing. So it's giving you this, okay, plus this. So you would add. If it's giving you, or if it's missing the top, or if it's missing the middle, you need to subtract in order to get the number, okay? So you subtract the big number minus whichever the number, the smaller number of the two are, okay? And that's what your entire page would look like for these. So these 6 should go by pretty okay, because really you're either going to be adding or subtracting, and no calculator, okay? Not too bad. All right. With these, find all the missing angles. Looks like it's a lot of work, but it's not. And you only have to do 2 problems. These 4 problems are for either we did them in classwork or I'm doing them as examples here for Heart Academy. So let me just start with one. Can't remember which ones I did for which class. All right. First, let's start with the angle that it gives us. Angle 3. This is angle 3. Okay. It's saying angle 3 is 46.9 degrees. Great. As long as you have one angle, you can figure out the rest. Why? Easy. Hey, look what angle 3 is connected to. Angle 3 is connected to angle 4. Right? And if you put angle 3 and angle 4 together, what do we have? A straight line. How many degrees is a straight line? 180, isn't it? It's supplementary. Supplementary is 180. Okay? Remember, 2 angles put together that make a straight line is supplementary. So we know how to figure out how much angle 4 is, don't we? Yes, we do. Take 180, subtract what we already have. We practiced that on one of the previous pages. Remember that? 46.9. And we subtract. Change the colors here. Change that, right? Okay. Oh wait, I don't think I did that part on camera. Okay, 0 minus 0 is 0. I'm going to borrow. 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 6 is 3. 7 minus 4 is 3. Okay. And voila. So I have my 133. 6 point. Okay. 133.10 is angle 4. Because with those two together you get 180. Yep. Okay. So angle 4. Change it to this color. It's 133.10. Alright, I'm going to stop the video here and I'm going to have to do another one to pick up so you can see what to do with the rest of these. Okay? Along for the next one. I promise I'm doing another one. Waiting here with you for Arts Night.